The architecture of the hotel is really strange. Looking from a helicopter side, it reminds you of a spider with incredibly long corridors, tentacles. You have to walk up to half a mile through endless open corridors to get to the reception, lobby, theatre, lounge, restaurant, piano place and sightseeing centre. The homework rule was just one back and forth trip on vacation turns into a scheme of hundreds and hundreds of passages from the rooms to the reception, the excursion centre, bars, restaurant, rooms of your friends and back to your apartment. Such marathon promenades are physically and mentally damaging even for young and healthy people, not to mention the elderly, children and the sick. That the weather in the Canaries is always perfect is an idle notion. Weather is weather, and no one can live on the street, which is what the hotel actually makes the holiday makers do. It drizzles in the early morning. There is a cold breeze from the ocean at the start of the day. It's too hot in the afternoon. It's freezing in the evening, and there can be light frosts at night. In the Canaries, as everywhere else, there is winter, spring, autumn and summer, and all these weather patterns also change depending on the season. At night, in winter, the temperature can drop to 0 degrees, and with a very cold wind from the ocean, the feeling and the sensation is of -20. Tourists do not know anything about it, thus they come with a little bit of summer clothes, trusting that the hotel will be like any normal hotel in the world. And to their horror, they suddenly find themselves right on the street, because all rooms look out on the polar ray. So people questioned the open, ice-covered, endless corridor of this establishment. Just because of that, from the 5-star level, a lot of people think the hotel should have max 1. The huge area and only 2 pools make the water so full of chlorine that it is impossible to get rid of the smell of it on your skin for months, and many people even get skin diseases because of that. Taking into account the large area of the hotel, security is 0, and it is impossible to put a security guard at every corner in the hotel. So the place is packed with raw people, women offering sex. There have been cases of robbery and violence towards the hotel guests. The hotel restaurant is oriented to receive practically all hotel guests at a time. The service is of a type impersonal buffet in a big cold aquarium for down and outs. A special mention should be made of the hotel spa. Being an establishment of preventive medicine, it does not have a single medical worker in its staff. The beauticians and masseurs do not understand professional vocabulary. Pathology clinical cases in the languages of the guests of the hotel, including the spa manager. Also, the spa staff and the directors do not look healthy and happy. There are no sickness questionnaire to be filled in at the entrance to the spa, and the work of spa reception is done by mere employees of the hotel reception, which is in itself is already a crime, as health issues, especially in times of sanitary crisis, should be handled by professionals. No wonder you end up with people with purulent discharge, bleeding, epileptics and mentally ill psychopaths in common spa areas such as jacuzzis, Turkish baths and swimming pools. The hotel is run by a local family who are simply taking advantage of a great name of H10. So complaining to anyone there is utterly useless. The hotel is in use, and the aim is to make as much money as possible, spend as little as possible, accommodate their unskilled kin in a short time. The working conditions for the outer family staff are humiliating. There we have slavery and abuse from the management. The beach next to the hotel is dirty, really dirty and full of sharp stones. The shopping center at the hotel has long been transformed into an abandoned ghost and crime town. The hotel is very far from all the attractions, only the hospital is close by. The inside of the hotel is very ugly. Everyone goes to take selfies at the Hotel Villa del Conde, which is next door. Such a hotel should be closed as quickly as possible.